going live. I am getting a new mouse. We gotta turn on the light. We're all out of whack here. Gotta turn on the light.
You didn't get a new mouse yet?
Close the curtain. No, I didn't get a new mouse yet.
Well, after this, we'll do the
More
micro SD, and we'll do the
micro adjust.
more.
Aziz, light.
Yeah.
Great.
We'll get the micro SD in the mouse, and I'll put in our target order.
Get the micro SD in the mouth. Yes.
I have a wedgie. Are we live?
We are live.
Hi, everyone. Have a wedgie.
We had a baby. Eats a boy. Yep. Just a simple matter of clicking. There we go. All right. I tweeted that out. I'm good. All right. I'm going to start. What is this? 773?
I don't know. You're in charge of that shiz.
3, 2, 1. GoNintendo podcast, Webisode 773. We will get to the Pokemon in a minute. I wanted to start out the show in a serious note. I know for the last 772 shows, we have not really been serious at all, but I figured we could take a couple minutes at the beginning of one episode to do that. Obviously, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world right now, and it's been hard to process. I've been talking to a lot of people who are having trouble just functioning on a basic level. And I know Mom Brain and I have both felt that. Especially earlier in this week, I was trying to work and I honestly couldn't. My mind was all over the place. And Mom Brain and I went to a Black Lives Matter protest today, peaceful protest. How long was it? Like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, something like that. Just listening to people. And, hopefully it doesn't need to be said for the people of GoNintendo, but it's still important to say we obviously support Black Lives Matter. We support the movement. We support the peaceful protests. We support, it's hard for me to vocalize what to say because I was talking to Nikki Hill earlier, and I was saying I want to make sure that I say the right thing, but hopefully my actions in the past and this action today shows that we are serious about this and it is important to us. And I love talking about video games and I love the silliness of this show and all that is great. And I understand the show is an escape for many people. I get that too, but I feel like this is really something that we need to take just a couple minutes to acknowledge. Being at that protest today was something. There were, we live in a smaller area, but I think there were about 300 people there. And it was put together by a lot of high school kids, but people of all ages and colors showed up. It was beautiful. And it's just good to hear that people are willing to get in there and support this movement and do the right thing. And I didn't say it to you when we were there, but there was some person, I'll just say, who walked by and we're like slinking down an alley, and one of the somebody was speaking, and they went like blah 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 blah, and like laughed and walked down the alley, and I was like, I don't need any other bit of evidence to show that we're on the right side of this. Like that, it was like a 16-year-old kid up there pouring their heart out, like obviously hurt, obviously upset, and this person decided to do that.
She a lot of them shared their experience, where we live, where they are not only the minority, nationally, but especially the minority in their schools and in their communities, and how scary and frustrating and upsetting that can be. And that's a really brave thing for a kid to share. I mean, when you're in high school, all you want to do is fit in, right? And you don't even want to talk about the things that make you different. And when what makes you different is obvious and apparent to everyone, that has to be really, really hard. So yeah, I mean, there were, brave high school kids. Kids even have their driver's licenses.
I think that's the saddest part about all of it, is that kids have to be out there to voice these concerns. And thankfully adults were there too, speaking about it. And, it's just, it was both good to see and terrifying to see that kids are out there
And I guess
I'm saying kids, but it's high school kids, but 16,
young
17
adults.
years old.
They're young adults. And I guess at some point, very, very recently, someone had gone down the main street in the town that we were protesting in and colored the yellow lines in the middle of the street blue. And the mayor of the town spoke this morning and said that, right away that she had them recovered in yellow. You could see it was fresh paint.
I don't know how they got it done so quick. The town took away the line so quick, but
they did it. I mean, that was, very, very important. I know that some people could fall into the trap of thinking like, I went to, I'm going to go to a protest. What am I going to do? I'm going to, but there was a young girl up speaking, and she couldn't catch her breath. She was crying, and we were there supporting her. And if all that you did that day was to support someone to speak their truth and talk about their experience, I think that's amazing. So if you're on the fence about, whether going to a protest matters, I think it does.
Well, like a million people have said in many more elegant ways, it's not enough to be not racist. You have to be anti-racism. And getting out there for a protest certainly is a step. It's not the end. It's just the beginning, but it's a step. So thank you to those of you who have reached out and said stuff. Thanks to those of you who are being civil and taking care of your friends and family, be it online or local, and supporting this cause. It's important. And also thank you for allowing us to take this time and discuss it. So I just wanted to get that out there. And there's obviously going to be no easy way to transition into a regular show, so we're just gonna go for it. But again, thank you. All right, GoNintendo podcast. Well, let me do it right. GoNintendo podcast, Webisode 773, the Silvally podcast. Mom Brain.
Yeah.
You are transfixed on something.
You want to look and see what PC said?
I don't.
Okay.
What'd she say? Is it bad?
She said if you can't protest for any reasons, she's got a bunch of resources and places you could donate to.
If you're in the Discord, check out what PC's saying.
Okay, so she can put it in the Discord. That's okay.
Go ahead.
All right, go for it.
Tell
PC.
me about Silvally.
This is its form once it has awakened and evolved. Freed from its heavy mask, its speed is greatly increased.
Did you say awakened?
It has awakened.
I have awakened.
I have awakened.
That's when you're disconnecting from the internet.
That is correct.
You become ewoke.
I am ewoke.
Go ahead.
It is 7 feet tall, 221 pounds. The gender is unknown. The category is synthetic, and its abilities include, RKS system.
I have the ability of RKS system. You cannot defeat me.
That's all I've got.
Thanks, Mom Brain.
Is that Randy Orton's move?
The Randy Orton RKS out of nowhere. Where's my little house?
Oh, I was using it yesterday.
What'd you do? I don't know what you're saying.
I can't talk about it.
Oh, that's right. Yes, you can. Hi, Nikki Hill. Nikki Hill is here.
Hi. The GoNintendo podcast is part of the Greenlit podcast.
Oh, thank
network.
you. Yes. Yeah. I think it's okay that we can add that in a little bit later. Yes. The GoNintendo podcast is part of the Greenlit Podcast Network at greenlitpodcast.com. Thank you for that reminder, Nikki Hill.
Oh, I didn't say the podcast.com.
It's okay. You reminded me. I honestly forgot completely. Whoa.
Yeah, I'm having fun.
Hello, Sarah. Hello, Joe Shabadoo and the Aloe Wolf and Super Shauna 64 and Steel Diver and Robot Face and Colma and Malik Halo. Did I say that right? And I don't know what I'm saying. Autumnal Blake and Hylene Tom. And yes, you have something to say?
Nope, just funny.
Roth and PC and Shillelagh and whoever else is in here. Juicer. Hello, Juicer. And everybody else I did.
Hello to my fans.
Yes, Josh says hello to his
According
fans.
to a few people, the audio is crackly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to do. Obviously, I'm not going to restart this one. Nothing's changed. I don't know what to do. It's funny because I was thinking like all the stuff I wanted to say at the beginning of the show, and I was like, I bet there's some kind of hiccup today with the show. There it is. We're just gonna roll with it for today. As I said, the regular audio version shouldn't have that, and hopefully, Joe is cool says it's not bad crackly. I'll take that. I need to do some research on that. Why it's crackly sometimes? Why not? Like this room is untouched every week. Like podcast setup stays as it is. We don't do anything
except for that the cat comes in here and does God knows what when we're not looking.
And sometimes I don't
Maybe
even.
it's humidity.
Sometimes I don't even move the laptop because since we're still staying at home in quarantine, I'm using my desktop all the time. I don't ever use my laptop when people are coming over because I'm sitting out with them in the living room. But at home,
we've been living our life basically in Ramit's office.
Yeah, it's like a little make-believe apartment. We're watching TV on like my little 19-inch monitor. It's funny.
We pretend we're old people.
You have a little hot plate in there. It's like a little studio.
I know, right?
We have
I hang my rear end out the window when I gotta pee.
I actually cleaned my office, so like we have a little bit of room to move around.
Except for it needs to be vacuumed, and I'll tell you why. For a multitude of reasons, it needs to be vacuumed. But the number one reason I know it needs to be vacuumed is because this morning I was doing some stretching in there because
bad idea.
Yeah, and I laid down and I could just feel all the hairs from your beard, like brushing my arms and legs.
You know what, Mom Brain? We're creating life in there, okay? It's a little microcosm.
Laid down, stretched, and when you got up, your hair grew.
I was hairy.
There's some things I want to talk about before we get into the regular show.
Oh my God, Nico Gerunio says maybe the sound is static electricity from your beard.
Oh my God, that's it.
That's definitely it.
Can you guys?
The tan line from where your bandana was.
I told you I was gonna get sunburn. I don't know why I didn't think to put on any sunscreen.
You never put sunscreen on.
I know, but I know I should, but I didn't think like we were going to be out there as long as we were. So I was thinking like, oh God, I'm going to be like burnt. I'm going to be burnt to a crisp tonight. I'm going to need the aloe vera.
You're going to be fine.
You're going to be fine. I want to talk about this because I thought it was funny. I was going to say, give me a scale of 1 to 10 in the chat how bad the crackle is. I'm hoping it just disappears, but I apologize.
Shut up. I don't care.
Thank you, Josh. I can always count on you.
6 or a 5?
A 6 or a 5? That's pretty bad.
6, 5,
oh,
4
man.
or 5.
I don't know what to do.
Then Joe is cool says maybe a 3.
Oh, it's getting better. I guess.
Autumnal Blake says it's fine. Highly and Tom, nah, not too bad.
All right, I'm just.
Autumnal Blake, we can deal with it. Joe Shabadoo gave it a 4.7.
Ooh, very particular.
Livable.
All right.
On a scale of 1 to 10, it is livable.
We're gonna go with it. Thank you. I apologize, guys. Like I said, it won't be in the regular audio version, just the YouTube version this week. I will look into that for next week. I was on. I forget where I was. I think it was on Instagram, and I got an ad for a game. You know, you're scrolling through Instagram's feed and it'll give you ads for whatever based on whatever you're looking at. So obviously I get a lot of game ads. I get all kinds of weird stuff like Wish advertisements for like.
Did you know you can play Tetris for free on Tetris.com?
Thank you, Josh. Yes, I did. I get Wish ads for like, I don't know, like things to store sandwiches, and I'm like, I don't even eat sandwiches. Why am I getting this? Like
hoagie sandwich.
And they'll be like just like all kinds of weird stuff. But anyway, I got an ad for a game, and the game was comparing the original Super Mario Brothers to this new game to show you how much better this new game is. Obviously, the new game is not better because it's like a ripoff of Mario. It's it just looks really crappy, but the name of the game is my favorite. The name of the game is Super Binogo 2. Super BINO space go to Super Binogo.
Okay.
Would you play Super Binogo 2?
How do I know I haven't played it already?
I've never heard of it. I don't know what the first one is, but we have Super Binogo 2.
Mom, I'm almost done playing Super Binogo.
You're in there playing Super Binogo 2 again. Mom, I didn't finish the first one yet. You gotta finish that one. Then you gotta get me Super Binogo 2.
Oh, Grandma, I want Super Binogo 2 for my birthday.
I love this.
That's it?
What?
He's got a W on his hat?
Oh, you're looking it up? Yeah.
Colma just put it in the thing. He's got a W. What's his name?
Wario. Winogo.
It's Super Beano Go. His name is Beano, Bino.
Super Beano Go. Except the advertisement I saw for the game didn't have a space between Beano and Go. It was just Beano Go. But then if you clicked on the ad, the listing had a space between Beano and Go.
Yeah, and he has a W,
Yeah,
and he's
for Winogo.
oh,
And his brother Weenie
Wow,
G.
look at those graphics, though.
Weenie G. And it was using some other song. Hey, buddy, mute that stuff. It had some other song from another game, just a complete ripoff in the advertisement. I'm like, man, I don't know. Maybe Super Beano Go 2 is very good, but
And in profile, it looks like his nose is like Pinocchio.
Pinocchio, actually.
How come there hasn't been like a? Let me mute it for a second.
Thanks for giving us a little taste of it.
How come there isn't like
Is that what I sound like?
a ring toss game with Pinocchio? You gotta get it on his nose or something like that.
I feel
And
like
DD mega
you know,
doodoo.
so you're playing and you're missing. His nose is small and you miss his nose, and he's like, "You're doing great," and then his nose grows a little bit to make it easier for you if you're bad.
I feel like that has to have happened at some point. I don't know if officially by Disney, but I'm sure that joke had to be made in there somewhere, like ring toss or horseshoes or something like that.
Yeah.
Probably just sexual weird stuff, though.
And somebody already just posted it in the chat. Thank you, Colma.
There you go. Colma is on top of it today. Nikki Hill, do I have to warn you again?
Oh, I forgot.
All right.
I mean, I sit in mute most of the time. You know, I'm essentially muted every moment of every day of my life right now. So, like, at least give me this.
At least let me clear my voice or my throat into the microphone. Also, I want to talk about the new show coming up this week. I don't know what the specific date is, but I know it's this week. And I've been waiting for it for a long time. Star Wars Jedi Temple Challenge is debuting this week. It's basically Legends of the Hidden Temple, but you're a Jedi, or you're training to be a Jedi. And it looks amazing. It's on Disney Plus. I cannot wait to watch it. Mom Brain, will you watch it with me?
yeah, sure, of course I will.
I feel like you don't care.
Right, I can't.
I do
can't
care. Are
watch
you
with
okay?
I gotta go mute myself.
Why? Okay, why?
The way you're like,
You gave me a lemon drink. It's puckering my face. It's very sour.
do you want me to add some more water to it?
I don't. And the show is hosted by the guy who was Jar Jar Binks in the last trilogy of movies, or not the most recent, Phantom Menace and all those. So he's getting a little chance to redeem himself, because that poor man got a lot of crap for that character. I'm not going to say if it was deserved or not, but it's nice to know that he is getting a second chance, and he's going to be like, I guess he's a Jedi in the show, or Jedi Master, because he's teaching these kids how to go through training to become Jedi. And apparently, from what I understand in the commercial, being a Jedi or training to be a Jedi means like pulling yourself like along a rope across like a puddle of water and
On like a foam boogie board shaped like a leaf or an asteroid.
jumping on foam platforms that are like dangling above a little
While
lake.
wearing like white New Balance Velcro
This
shoes.
is on Disney Plus.
This will be on Disney Plus. Yeah, your Jedi training begins now. Ba, ba, ba. So yeah, I don't know anything about the show other than it looks exactly like Legends of the Hidden Temple, but I don't think they'll have like the Blue Barracudas becoming Jedi or anything like that. Hopefully they get cool Jedi names, like Zubi Wanobo or something like That's my Jedi name.
Okay. That's beautiful.
I feel like you're looking at me like this is the dumbest man alive.
I don't feel that way at all.
Well, I was saving the best story for last, but it's not my story. Did you hear that?
yes. What was that?
That was my throat. It's not my story. Ow. This is Mom Brain's story. She has created the greatest room in Animal Crossing New Horizons I have ever seen.
How many rooms have you seen?
All of them. I've seen them all. I don't need to see them all. I saw this one yesterday. It's amazing. I mean, just explain it. Like, don't give any reason for why you. Well, like, whatever. It's your story. You tell it.
All right. So here's the deal. For the longest time, I have 3 rooms, and I was holding off on doing the addition for the second floor because I didn't feel like I needed it, and I had I was going to spend the money on or the bells on other things, right? So it's just been I finally put it on, and the room's just been sitting there. And last night I went fishing and I caught a snapping turtle. And I had been visiting a family member's island. Shout out to Mel Dog, a while back. And she had the turtle in her house as like a pet next to like a food bowl. And it was great. And so when I caught the turtle, I was like, I'm going to keep this guy as a pet. And then I was like, I know what I need to do. So I went up to my second floor, and over time I have collected several items that one would want if one had a cat.
You're killing me here.
So
you gotta get to the good part.
So I took the cherry blossom walls and the cherry blossom floor that I had made during like the Easter egg hunt time, and I put them up. And then I spread a beautiful crocheted doily rug on the floor, and I put a cat bed on it. And next to that, I placed the turtle. And then I put out a litter box and a cat tree and a little lamp and a radio. And the whole upstairs floor is now dedicated to my snapping turtle.
It's just a room for a turtle. It's amazing. Well, what song is playing in there?
KK Lullaby.
Can you do a little bit of it?
No.
I don't remember how it went.
Bling, 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 bling.
So
bling,
she
bling,
didn't
bling.
tell me what was going on. She was just like, you have to check out my room upstairs. And I walk up there, and it's just a wall of cherry blossoms, a turtle sitting in the corner, a litter box in the other corner, and then the music playing, and I guess one lamp is in there. And it was so surreal with the music playing. I'm like, this is the greatest room I've ever seen. I went over to pet the turtle, and it's like makes some kind of like noise. Oh my god, it's amazing. It's the most amazing room I've ever seen. It is. I didn't want to stop looking at it. I didn't want to leave. Wait, yeah, 8-bit Lego, you're right. We absolutely need to get a picture. I mean, if you got your Switch now, you could take you can't take a picture on your phone. Take a picture on my phone, send it into Discord if you want to.
I think she can take a picture on her phone. It's not going to shut me out.
All right, I'll go get it.
All right. Well, first, can you hit me with the news? Because we got to get into some news. Wow.
Am I muted?
You are not. Thank you, Mom Brain. We had a very heartwarming story to start things off this week. I really liked seeing this story. There is this guy. He's a speedrunner, and he speedruns Super Mario 64. And his name is Ryan Simply Reeves. So he goes by Simply, obviously, online. Simply N64 or something like that. For the last 8 years, he's been trying to get the world record for speedrunning Super Mario 64 100% completion, so 120 stars. 8 years he's been trying to get it done, and it finally happened. The world record was 138.43, and he did it in 138.28. So, I mean, we're talking about fractions of a second there, but still, he did it. And he recorded the moment when he did it, and I showed it to Mom Brain because I thought it was so heartwarming. He's been doing this for 8 years, and he finally achieved the record.
I want to know how much time over those 8 years exactly.
I would imagine at least tens of thousands of attempts. I would guess at least tens of thousands.
Tens of thousands of attempts.
Yeah.
Over 8 years.
Yeah. Without a doubt, yeah. Why?
Well, I'm just thinking about how many hours there are in just 8 years, and how many he could actually dedicate to that.
Well,
so how many hours are there minus the approximate time that he would be sleeping, and then he has to eat and go to the bathroom.
You also have to remember every attempt isn't successful.
Right.
You got to close the door. He's coming in. No, we got to close the door. I'm sorry.
She doesn't have to do anything. Mom Brain, you do you.
So anyway, he did it, and he recorded the moment that he did it, and he starts breaking down, like tearing up, because he's, this 8 years he finally pulled it off. And I guess his mom heard him, like, whatever, getting emotional, and she came in, and she's like, "What's going on?" He tells her that she did it. So apparently his parents were aware that he has been, like, attempting to try and get this world record. And they all celebrate it. Like, his mom gives him a hug and congratulates him, and his dad sneaks in there too and says some really nice. It's just really great to see.
The interesting thing is that his mom is Super Mario.
What? No, his mom is Super Binogo.
She's Super Binogo.
The
second.
What? The second.
No, when she leans in and looks at the camera, she's Mario. She's got.
That's right. Yes, she is wearing Mario sunglasses and all that. Yes. So yeah, I just thought it was a really cool moment. I love to see. There's plenty of parents when kids are playing video games, or not necessarily kids, when their children are playing video games, and the parents have no idea what's going on. They're just like, "What are you doing? Oh, that's nice," and that they leave it at that. But these parents are obviously, at least on some level, understand what their kid was trying to do and managed to achieve something that took a lot of hard work. So I just like seeing the parents being really supportive about that.
Again, over 8 years, how much time do you think went into, like, was he spending doing that before his parents were like, "All right, let him do it. I hope he does it," and then hopefully he'll clean his room afterwards.
That's kind of like my parents. I just wrote about that this week. Like, back when the Genesis came out, they were like, "All right, we'll get you a Genesis, but we're not getting you any more video game systems. This has to be the end of it because they're too expensive." And I was like, "Okay." Well, I wasn't like, okay. There was a lot of, like, bleeding and crying and all that stuff, but
bleeding.
Yes, I was bleeding over it.
Bleeding like a goat.
Oh yeah. But I continued playing video games. I just had to trade in stuff to get more systems, and at that point, my mom didn't care, obviously, but my dad was like, video games, whatever. But at that point, he was like, well, I guess this is a thing that's important to him, and they let me go. So I thought that was cool. Mako says, "Wow, that is amazing to me that they can beat it so fast." That's what I was thinking. Obviously, they're using a lot of tricks and a lot of skips and things like that, but there's still, this is the 100% completion category, so they're still getting 120 stars. So to do that in an hour and a half, or 138 to be exact, that is nuts, man. Because obviously, if you're just playing the game traditionally, you're not going to be anywhere near that amount of time. But yeah. Speedrunning in general, I've been talking about this on the Patreon. I'm just really getting into speedrunning. Like, I've always appreciated it, but I've just been, like, watching speedrun history, like the history of a time for any game. Like, I just watched the history of Ninja Gaiden's speedruns, and it was so like engaging and enthralling, and just to see like how much the times and skills have evolved over the years, just how much better it is. So yeah, it's been pretty cool. Nikki Hill, if you're listening, you are no longer on microphone. Mom Brain is taking a picture. Actually, I wanted to talk to you about this next story, but I guess I have to wait. Well, I know you're here. Mom Brain.
He's by my microphone, so we're good.
Can I get a drum roll, please? Wow.
Whoops.
Oh, there you go.
We can work together.
Steve Wiebe is returning to the Donkey Kong competitive scene. The Steve Wiebe, one of the stars of The King of Kong, a infamous documentary about the competitive Donkey Kong high score scene. There was a time in history where Steve Wiebe was the man to beat. He held the record for the world's best score. But that was some time ago. And obviously there was some heat in there with Billy Mitchell and all that jazz, who was cast as the villain pretty much in The King of Kong. And people are still trying to decide if in real life Billy Mitchell is a villain or not.
Didn't he just recently get in trouble for something else?
He did. My brain, what is going on there?
I'm just trying to get back to Nikki Hill.
Well, I'd like to talk to Nikki Hill. Yeah, he got in trouble because some of his scores were apparently not legitimate because they weren't captured on actual hardware. He was fudging some things, but Billy says that's not the case, and he's being misrepresented, and there's like a legal battle over it now. So, I mean, the professionals that check the footage and all that say he was not using legitimate hardware or not capturing the score on legitimate means, but Billy says that's not the case. So I don't know who to believe here. But yes, all this was quite some time ago, and the world record has since moved on to other people. John McCurdy is the current world record holder. He has 1,259,000 high score in Donkey Kong, but the king has returned. Steve Wiebe is getting back into the competitive scene. Steve says, after a 10-year hiatus of chasing world records on Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr., it seemed only fitting to get back into the swing of things during all of this madness. Thank you. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know what will come of it, but I might as well see what I've got left in the tank. I'll try to get streaming up and running at some point, but for now, just be recording practice runs on Donkey Kong. I hope to get a few games of Donkey Kong Jr. in after I've accomplished my DK goals. Good luck to everyone in their video gaming pursuits. So I am excited. This could be another documentary, and the first one was so successful. I would love to see Steve Wiebe's return to the top of the mountain. I'd love to see him get up there again. I think that'd be very compelling, even if he doesn't.
I want to see him compete in Diddy Kong Racing.
Mm-hmm.
No?
Why? Just because it's Donkey Kong?
Yeah, I want to see how he does in other venues.
I mean, he's going back to his classics. He's going back to what he knows. He's got the muscle memory in there, I'm sure, and he'll get back into the swing of things. Yeah, like I said, even if he doesn't manage to pull out the top score again, and I'd still love to see him just get back into the scene. I have a hat in my closet that was signed by Steve Wiebe. Now I'll wear it all the time. Well, no, if he gets the top score, I'll wear it. If not, I'm burning it.
I'm real proud of you.
Sokar says, what? I thought Billy was at the top. Never heard of this guy before. I don't know if he means Steve Wiebe or the guy that's holding the record now, John McCurdy. I've never heard of John McCurdy. We're going to have to look him up, but he better watch out, damn it, because Steve Wiebe's back.
I mean, I think, what's it, Billy Mitchell, right? Billy Mitchell?
Billy Mitchell, yeah.
When you have a name like Billy Mitchell and a mullet like Billy Mitchell, you are the one that gets remembered.
He's got a hell of a hairstyle.
Also, people like to remember the bad guy. He was made out to be the bad guy. So
yeah, that's what I was saying. He was made out to be the villain in that. I don't know if in real life that is the case. He
seemed a little shady, but I mean,
he's certainly done a few things in real life that make him seem like a bit of a brooding character. And honestly, we don't know how much of it is him just playing up how he was portrayed in the movie and how much of it was real. I can't tell you. That's what makes any documentary interesting. It blurs the lines. You see information, you see both sides of the story, and you're like, man, I don't know which way is true.
So if he's going to go and actually compete at Twin Galaxies, isn't that now in, did they move that to Flemington or something? Or that's the same people that own it or something? Aren't there talks to Twin Galaxies?
There have been competition. What are you doing?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
What am I doing? I stretched or something?
It sounded like you had a rain stick.
I can't yawn.
Yeah, there have been official competitions at that place. I forget what. Richie Knuckles?
Yeah, Richie Knuckles used to be on Route 12. On the outskirts of Flemington.
Yeah, they have had official competitions there before. Yeah, so who knows? I don't know. We're not doing all this. Well, I will tell you very quickly that the Pokemon Sword and Shield expansion pass is coming out June 17th, so not far off at all. And we have
Did
all
you see the cartoon?
we have all the details on that if you want. What cartoon?
I think you talked about this, that Pokemon were going to start doing some like Disney-style cartoons.
What?
You didn't see that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know if it's a real thing or if
Okay,
it's just
listen,
like a
I'm gonna tell you what I know. Pokemon Company has this YouTube channel called Pokemon Kids TV, and I do little animated shorts there all the time, like almost every week. And the most recent one was done in like a Warner Brothers or I guess Disney or
Tunes.
Max Fleischer style. Is that what you're talking about?
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it.
It deals with like a train ride and stuff.
That's the one.
Yeah, I watched that. I didn't know if that was like something that's new. So that was like a one-off thing?
Yeah, that's not a series. It's just a one-time thing.
I didn't like a series or if it was just, yeah, okay. All right.
No, it's
I mean, they captured the feel. It was pretty.
They do a whole bunch of different animations and a whole bunch of different styles, and like they do a whole bunch of stuff on that channel. To tell you the truth, they've done like puppetry before and like paper cutouts, and they just try a whole bunch of different things. That's what I really like about that channel. But yeah, the most recent one was a Warner Brothers or Disney style old school animation, which I like. Well, apparently the guy that like led the way on that animation is a big fan of classic animation himself, so he was paying tribute to the cartoons that he liked.
Yeah, I mean, they even the soundtrack was like orchestral, and like, you know, the music was like another character. The way it accented everything, it was really well done.
Have you? Oh, do you have HBO?
Yes.
You might be able to watch HBO Max, and they have all those new Warner Brothers cartoons, or Looney Tunes, I should say.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're doing
through Amazon.
They're doing a brand new series of Looney Tunes cartoons, just like in the classic style. I've watched a couple of them so far, and one was okay, but one I really liked. There's one with Bugs Bunny and Yosemite Sam that I thought was really funny. But yeah, I just like that they're bringing that back because do they even show like classic Looney Tunes cartoons on TV anymore? Where like maybe on Boomerang, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Because those were super old when we were kids, and they were showing them all the time.
I need to apologize.
Oh boy.
Roth just posted a GIF of Billy Mitchell. It's not a mullet. He's just got long hair.
I mean,
I'd actually like to see it in a ponytail.
I don't know. It's like it's feathered.
It's a feathered mullet.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a mullet because it looks like the top is just as long as everything else, you know?
Sort of looks a little bit like AJ Styles.
Well, we don't need to talk about that. Really? Billy Mitchell's hair does not look like AJ Styles' hair at all. Go ahead, chat. Flood the chat with AJ Styles pictures, and let's see how not the same they look. Their hairstyles are completely different. AJ just has long, luxurious hair. Billy Mitchell has like a floofy pompadour. Whatever we're saying.
I mean, that's AJ Styles.
That is not AJ Styles. Thanks for your help, Colma. Anyway, moving on. There's this game that came to the Switch eShop, and it's called Do Not Feed the Monkeys. It's a game where I believe you're an alien, and you are like watching humans to observe their behavior and see how they operate and blah, 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 blah. The game had a demo on the eShop and whatever. The game was rated E for everyone by the ESRB, and whatever the equivalent is for
game. It's not fun.
For PEGI. I don't remember what the PEGI rating was, but you know, for kids, I don't remember the specific age. And then something popped up. There was somebody on Reddit who was like, "Hey, this game, Do Not Feed the Monkeys. If you're a parent, watch out for it because this is not appropriate for children at all." He's like, this game has full-on nudity in it and sexual content.
Whoops.
And if you go to the Steam listing for this game,
Thank you so much for playing my game.
the developer says on Steam, like, this has adult topics and nudity and all that stuff. So everybody's like,
Baby, lock the door and turn the lights down low.
everybody's like, how the hell could this be rated E for everyone? This has to be a mistake. when we first found out about this story, the developer had said that the game was going to be the game wasn't going to release because they needed to get it re-rated, and once it had the correct rating, they would add it back on. And it seemed like that was the case in Europe, but not in America, because I went to the eShop to check it out right away, and the game was still up for sale, and the demo was there too. And the guy on Reddit was like, even if you just play the demo, you can still see all this stuff. So I got the demo, and I was like, let me make sure this guy's telling the truth. It took me less than 3 minutes to get to like full frontal nudity. I'm talking about like boobs.
Delicious.
And vagina. Like, yeah. Now, let me make this clear. It is pixel art, so it's like akin to what you might have seen on the Super Nintendo or something like that. But it's like, it's detailed. Even like I was like surprised. I was like, you know, people on the internet complain about a lot of stuff. Let me see how bad this actually is. And I was like, wow, that's way more graphic than I thought it was going to be. Now, let me make this clear. I am not a prude, but the game's rated E. It should be rated mature without a...
Well, but I mean, it's nothing that none of us have never seen. And if we haven't seen it because we're too young, we'll see it eventually. So it's for everybody.
It's
Or
nothing,
maybe you won't see one.
it's
see
nothing
it eventually.
that none of us have never seen.
How about
Isn't it
this?
not?
How about this idea that just occurred to me? Because Colma just posted the ESRB rating and it says mature. Maybe the ESRB rating was like sideways because the M could look like an E.
Oh, that's got to be it. Yeah, that's got to be it. Definitely.
And they probably just got confused.
They sent it to them in the mail. They're like, here's your certification. And they just read it the wrong way. And they're like, yeah, that makes total sense. You're right. That's probably what it was. So I'm not sure if the game is back now. I believe it's back in Europe, but this was a couple days ago, so it might be back in North America now. I know the developer said that the ratings issue was fixed, so it got the right rating, which is mature. And I think in Europe it's PEGI 12, because here in America, violence, over the top violence, is totally cool, but a boob or something like that's unacceptable.
Even though everyone has nipples.
Trying to think of an example where someone doesn't have nipples.
Barbie, Ken.
Does Ken not have nipples?
I don't think
Even
so.
Batman
I
had
know
nipples.
I know he doesn't have the old Schwanzen.
I mean, Barbie doesn't have a she-schwanzen.
Schweisen.
She doesn't even have
Schwanzen,
she doesn't have like
Schwanzen.
a camel toe. Like nothing, not even a hint.
Got a mound. Look at that mound on Barbie.
Oh, Link.
Oh.
Link doesn't have nipples.
You know who has nipples? Mario. Sorry, I got a message. Nope, that's not what I clicked. So yeah, I don't know how that happened, but obviously
Link's looking like a little mini snack in that picture.
obviously it was a big mistake. Can you do a big favor,
So-
Mom Brain?
What?
Since I'm so out of whack, could you tell me what time it is up there? I can't see.
Like how long?
You can get it up. You can get up.
You
yeah.
can get it up.
You can get it up.
I can get it up.
Sorry, Nikki Hill. Go ahead.
Still got it.
I don't remember.
It was like 10 seconds ago.
41, 48.
Thank you. ESRB ratings nudity
Nah, don't worry about
gone. Rap Mastered
it.
21.
Oh, I remember.
Yep.
So I'm not crazy to think that I've seen that Do Not Feed the Monkeys has already been out before, right?
What do you mean?
Like we've announced it for downloads, like weekly downloads.
Well, it only
and then
came
they-
out
they
this
pulled
past. It only came out. It was only supposed to come out this past week. So you may have read
Oh.
it last week,
Oh,
and it
maybe
came out
maybe I
like
just saw it on the thing. All right.
it came out a couple days later. Rap Mastered 21 says the ESRB isn't in great shape right now. Clearly, yeah. Unless it's the explanation Nikki Hill gave, which is certainly plausible. The letter was just turned sideways.
In fact, that's probably the best explanation.
I don't know how this happened. Moving on.
Moving on.
Pokemon Company put out a statement about Black Lives Matter to let people know what they're doing. And I will read you their statement. God damn it, my eyes are terrible. They say, here at Pokemon Company International, we believe in friendship, inclusivity, and... What? Why can't I see this?
Can I help you?
No, and equity. These are the values that anchor the Pokemon brand. There is no place for oppression within our community. We stand in solidarity with our Black employees, fans, and families who continue to be impacted by systemic racism and senseless violence. We will be making a $100,000 donation to the NAACP and a $100,000 donation to Black Lives Matter. Our commitment to you is ongoing, and our support will be as well. We believe that Black Lives Matter. Obviously, a lot of companies, game companies, have been making donations in the last week or so. And now we see that Pokemon Company is taking it very seriously. Also, I don't remember if I made it a top story, but Niantic, the developer behind Pokemon Go, has also they did a lot. I want to say it was they pledged a $5 million minimum, and they were sending it to a whole bunch of different places, and they were helping support Black game creators too. And then I think they were matching employee donations as well. So whatever donation an employee gave to any organization, they would essentially double it, which is pretty cool. Pratt Trap says, Pokemon's decision here matters more than my opinions of their most recent games, of which I will now be purchasing all of them. There you go. Again, I should say thank you to you guys for mostly being excellent and civil in the comments. I know there were a few people in there causing problems, but we got in there and took care of them. But by and large, very, 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 very vast majority were saying good things. Sakurai, this is sad. Lots of Hero Sakurai, a man that makes Smash Brothers, a man that plays plenty of video games and loves video games across all platforms. He feels like he can't talk about the games he plays because he thinks if he mentions a game that he plays, everybody's going to be like, oh my God, that character is going to be in Smash Brothers.
Let him.
And
Sakurai, let him say that. You don't have to do anything that people say. You do what you want to do.
And
That's it.
He did specifically call out people in, I don't remember if he said in the West or he said it in North America particularly, but people outside of Japan, he said, are very, very likely to see that he's playing whatever game and be like, oh my God, they're going to be in Smash. And he wants to avoid all of that, which is understandable.
Your business.
Because, okay, Josh, because some people, once rumors start on the internet and then they snowball and they become humongous things, and then there's expectations, and then Nintendo shows whatever character's coming to Smash next, and people are like, oh, I'm trying to think of a character here. I thought Big the Cat was going to be in Smash Brothers. He was playing Sega or Sonic Adventure, and now he's not in it. Why not? And he's just trying to avoid all that crap. So I completely understand, but it is sad because I would like to hear more about Sakurai's thoughts on different games, because he plays a ton of stuff, and he says he's playing even more now because he's working from home, so he has more opportunity to play too. I would love to hear that kind of stuff, but he just, I guess what he could, I don't know. I can see why he's being quiet. I was going to say, I guess he could say, like, I'm playing this game. This is not related to Smash Brothers. These characters are not coming to Smash, but maybe 10 years down the road, they will come to Smash, and people will be like, look, he was lying.
Right? Like, it's just,
Leafy has the top rated comment and says, working from home confirmed for Smash. I can understand his decision, but it is sad. But, that's how speculation works. Any little tidbit of information, especially when it comes to, something as popular as Smash Brothers, people are going to look at it, analyze it, and all that stuff. And to be fair, sometimes Sakurai does tease things about Smash Brothers in some sly ways. So, I can see why fans do it. The problem is it just goes crazy. All right. Oh, let's do the plugs. That's what I was asking the time for here. We'll be back in less than a minute.
In just a minute. It'll be less than a minute. I gotta find them.
Just a moment.
On Apocrypals, we talk about the parts of the Bible that a lot of people skip over.
Like the wizard battles,
The angel jacuzzis,
a goat full of sins,
500 drunk elephants,
and a man named Porky Party.
and yes, that's all really in there. All this and more on Apocrypals every other week on the Greenlit Podcast Network.
Welcome to Casual Magic, the show where we explore the fun side of Magic the Gathering. I'm your host, Shivam Putt, and each week we delve into everything from casual format to explorations of creatures and card types to interviews with designers of the game. At Casual Magic, we believe that it just isn't Magic without the Gathering. Come along and play.
Oh, I'm sorry, time's over. What is that? What is that one? You are windshield wiper? Oh, we're playing charades with the screwdriver again. I get it now. North America. What we got in North America this week? Let me tell you. We got Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics. We also got The Outer Worlds. Along with that is 1971 Project Helios, Ant-Gravity Tiny's Adventure, Aqua Lungers, Arcade Archives Crazy Climber 2, Bridge Strike, Demon's Tier Plus, Depth of Extinction, Food Truck Tycoon, Jump King, Night Squad, Match.
Didn't Jump King already come out?
June 9th, Nikki Hill. June 9th. On PC, it's out.
I'm pretty sure Mom Brain had that for music one day or something.
Well, because it's coming to Switch.
Oh, so now they can send in music for games that aren't there yet?
Yeah, that's fine.
How are you going to be able to guess music that's not even out yet?
Because the game is out.
What is going on with this?
The game is out other places. Night Squad. Oh, I did this already. Out Buddies DX. Pinball Lockdown. Mom Brain, are you ready for this one?
I'm not sure.
Potata. Fairy Flower.
Potata.
Oh, come here, little Potata.
Oh, that's what I'm going to start calling the cat.
Oh.
What a beautiful little Potata you are.
Skelettack. Mom Brain, cover your ears. Snakes and ladders. Okay, we're good.
Oh, coming to North America.
Yeah, all right.
Because we had that last week. And
Strawberry Vinegar.
Ooh.
Super Hollow Bunnies Pause Cafe. That's P-A-U-S-E, unfortunately, not P-A-W-S.
Rats.
Taxi Sim 2020. The Takeover. And They Came from the Sky.
Isn't The Takeover like a comedy from like 2016 or something?
Well, this is a beat 'em up.
Underestimate the power of the dark side.
The Takeover.
Guy Bones says, walking into the club. I don't know what this is. Into the Clubhouse Games. I get you. And he's got a scene from Scrubs. I was going to call it Shrubs. Everybody's favorite hit comedy, Shrubs.
Whoa!
Nikki Hill, go ahead. Mr. Shrub.
Okay, for Europe.
What are the next European masterpieces? Let's find out with Nikki's sweet releases.
Beautiful, Josh. Beautiful.
Is that what Josh sounds like?
Shut up. I don't care.
Dang. Josh Groban.
Man.
So for Europe, there's Do Not Feed the Monkeys. I heard a little controversy about this game. I believe it's E for everyone.
Do not see the boobies. E for everyone. Yep, that's right.
Liberated, Skelettack, which this was a surprise drop for everybody this week, right?
That is correct. The game showed up on the Peggy ratings board. It was like, hey, here's this game coming to Switch called Skelettack, and literally the next day it released. I have, in all my years covering Nintendo news, I have never seen that where a game is rated and then released the next day. So Konami.
Well, what about games from like Nintendo where they're like, hey, this game's coming. Oh, and it's available now.
Well, yeah, that would be the same day, wouldn't it?
So, but you've never seen it the next day?
I have never seen that. No. Usually when you get a game rating, there's at least a couple months in between and then the official announcement and then the game comes out. But this was Peggy rating released the next day.
I wonder if they were just like waiting for that rating to go through and then they were like, let's do it.
I don't know that they've talked about why they just shadow dropped it like that, but
is that made by Konami or just
that is not. Konami's getting into indie publishing.
Okay.
So it is not made by them. I forget the name of the company. It's like it's got a U. It starts with a U, but it's a new company.
Ubongo.
Ubongo. We got a new bongo. Ubongo. Go ahead.
So Skeleton. I mean, it looks fun.
Well, I'll talk to you about it later today.
Oh boy! Oh shovel! All right. This happened to me the other day. Awesome P2.
Oh God, this is an awesome P.
Yes.
Guys, I had the most awesome P the other day.
I don't know what that's rated. I'm assuming it's rated mature, but we'll see. Taxi Sim 2020. Groove Coaster YY Party plus Vocaloid Pack 2-pack.
That is funny. I was reading that as you were saying it. I'm like, why does it say that twice? But it does.
So I think it's the Vocaloid Pack 2.
Yeah, pack.
Or no, it's the Vocaloid Pack, but it's a 2-pack Groovy Coaster YY Party.
No,
with the Vocaloid
no, it's Vocaloid Pack 2.
Pack. Yeah,
Pack,
I don't know.
yes. So this pack is the game plus Vocaloid Pack 2.
Yes.
This bundle, I should say.
Pack.
DD Mega Doo-Doo.
Star-Crossed Myth, the Department of Punishments. Star-Crossed Myth, the Department of Wishes. 2 different games, 2 different prices.
Wishes. Whistle.
Animal Pairs. What is this, like a matching game? It looks
Noah's Ark.
No,
Animal
it's
Pairs.
Noah, yeah.
It's a popular card. Oh, it's like Go Fish, maybe. Match.
No, completely different.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Aqua Lungers. Match. You hearing all these?
First off, let me say hi to Kirby. He came in a long time ago, and I forgot to say hello. But he says, Super Shauno said pea shivers. Yes, that makes for an awesome pea. That's true. But Kirby then said PP mega poo poo. That's the kind of highbrow comedy we like here on the podcast. That is great.
All right, so I'm going to go back a little bit. I want to make sure everyone gets these games.
Yes.
Animal Pairs. Match. Aqua Lungers. I mean, that sounds interesting. Shantae and the 7 Sirens.
Talk about pea shivers.
Whoa.
Depth of Distinction. In a flooded future world, killer machines are plotting mankind's demise. The Takeover. Archives. Naughty Boy.
What was that?
Arcade Archives?
Yeah, it sounded like you said Arcade Archives.
Arcade Archives. Naughty Boy. Well, I was focusing on Naughty Boy.
Yes, it is Naughty Boy.
There's another game about the pea shivers. Pea shivers? Is that what we're talking about? This is strawberry vinegar. Strawberry vinaigrette.
Sure,
Yeah.
whatever.
Bridge Strike. Out Buddies DX. So many games. I have no idea what they are, just judging by the title. Pinball Lockdown. Like, what is that about?
Let me tell you, play Pinball Lockdown, a unique, exciting collection of pinball tables with a variety of themes. No hidden extra. 5 tables available from day one.
Yeah, and some of the tables include Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, Vegas, Dragonland, Space Ribbon, and Zen Garden.
There you go.
All very specific, nothing generic about any of those lands. Night Squad is available this week, or was this past week. Pop the Bubbles. Oh, do you remember? That was a game on. That was on the DS, wasn't it? Wasn't that a game on the DS?
I don't remember.
Or maybe 3DS when like you had the augmented
Soul?
reality or something.
Soul Bubbles?
I don't. Oh, maybe I don't know. They Came from the Sky is available. Also, big ones this week. 51 worldwide games.
Yeah,
also
baby.
known as in America Clubhouse Games. Enjoy that, everybody. There's also a guest edition, which is what is it kind of like a demo?
The guest edition does act as a demo, so you play 4 games in a demo, but it's also the app that you need if someone has a copy of the game locally and you all want to play it together. You
Do
can
we have
get
that in America too?
Yeah, you can get that guest app and play
That's what
locally.
I was thinking. We had one copy of Clubhouse Games on the DS, and we would play locally because you could do download play.
Yeah, this is the same thing.
Yeah, I think that should. I think it would be nice if more companies could offer that with different games, or more games offer that kind of thing. But I don't know. Maybe it's too much for the Switch because the Switch is already doing a lot. The Outer Worlds, Potata, Fairy Flower, Hot Patata, a Spicy Patata, Sweet Patata.
Asante-san, a hot patata.
Ooh. Help Patata save her village from stinky spores, evil mushrooms, spiders, and other dark forest spirits.
Mm-hmm.
Super Hollow Bunnies Paws Cafe. and that's it, actually. So, hey, Europe.
You're right.
Enjoy that list. There's a lot on there. Can you believe all these games come out every week? There's so many games.
Every week.
If you're overwhelmed, you should be. Enjoy them.
Autumnal Blake.
Quit your job.
Autumnal Blake says, I am waiting for 51 Worldwide Classics to come out in 47 more minutes. Saturday edit. This game is awesome. Had some great online battles. Surprisingly, I got a speed match at midnight when it was only out in Australia against the owner of Vooks. Well, look at that. I have talked to Mr. Vooks before a few times. I don't think it's unfair to say that Vooks.net is the number one Nintendo site for Australian audiences. He's one of the few that I know, but he's been around a bazillion years, and he does an excellent job keeping Aussie Nintendo fans informed of what's going on. Wonderful. Down under. All right, that's it. That's it, and that's all.
Oh, look at that. Colma is like on it, man.
Colma messaged me the other night while I was taking a bath, and I sat in the tub.
No, that's it. That's enough.
I sat in the tub, and I was like, there's only a few people who would message me at 3 a.m. Who would it be? I shuffled through my Rolodex in my mind, and I was like, I think it's going to be Colma. And I was like, now what is Colma going to message me about at 3 a.m? I was like, well, I think he's going to message me about Clubhouse games because that is literally out just now. And I got out of the tub and got to my phone. It was Colma. Messaged me about Clubhouse games. What I'm saying is I'm in love with Colma. And I know Colma better than he knows himself. That's all. Also, Spider tried to kill me while I was in the bathtub. The Spider. What was that, Josh?
I don't want to be here.
Hey, Josh, why don't you go take a bath? Am I right, Rami?
A big hello to my hands.
Hey, Josh, try this one out. Hey.
I am the world's best singer.
I take it back. I'm sorry, Josh.
Thanks. Very cool.
You are the world's best singer. I don't know what I was thinking. Whew,
I am the world's best singer.
Oh, you are, Josh. Oh, man. All right. Oh, Mom Brain, what have you been playing?
I am the world's best singer.
Josh, is it okay with you if I speak?
Sure, whatever.
Oh.
Thanks, bud. Do you and I don't do we have beef, Josh?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
all right.
Good. I have been playing Animal Crossing, and that's that. Here's something that I accomplished this week in Animal Crossing.
You got a turtle. What the hell else does anybody need to know? It's the most important thing you've ever done in that game.
Well, that's not true. I completed the fossil section of my museum.
Excellent work.
Thank you very much.
Teaching the islanders all about dinosaurs and all that jazz. It's important. It's an important contribution to the island.
Yes, I think so.
I think
that was a really great story.
I think
thanks,
Roald
Josh.
will really appreciate that.
Yeah, it'll help him get totally swole.
I have to admit, when I was outside today, very hot, for a split second, I thought of myself as Roald because he's like lifting weights and sweating all the time, and I just keep hearing that noise that he does.
He's so great.
I hope one day we can meet him in real life. You know, Nintendo has like Pikachu suit and a Mario suit, and get your crap together, Nintendo. The people want a Roald suit. We want to go to an event at Nintendo NY or wherever. I want to go to Super Nintendo World at Universal, and I want my picture taken with Roald.
You're right.
You know? I don't care who else is there.
This little flipper
you name
and
another
walk
Nintendo
around.
character, get the hell out of the picture. I don't give a F. I want Roald there. I don't give a F about those other characters.
Oh boy.
Me and Roald. I'm gonna kiss his beak.
I want to hold this flipper and walk
Oh
around.
my god.
Wouldn't that be great?
As long as he's got those cool shades on too.
Yeah,
those awesome shades.
He's got awesome shades, and you could. Oh my God, they could set up like a protein drink.
Guy Bone says we want to feel Roll's abs in real life.
Yeah.
He does have killer abs, man.
They could have a protein shake stand, and you could have protein shakes with Rolls and get swole.
Drink them like as fast as you can. They're like pouring down your face.
Ew,
and
do
you're
you
like
know
lifting weights, shakes and weights.
The amount of gas that you would get from all of that protein powder, forget it.
Oh my God.
I forgot what I was even talking about. I'm so excited to think about just
Rolled.
squeezing Rolled.
PC says swolled with Rolled.
Exactly. So, I mean, that's been fun. I've been playing, although I haven't been playing a ton this week. Like last week I had a really like creative. Oh, there he is.
He's so handsome.
I had like a creative streak. I've been doing some reorganizing. I finally completed my wrestling ring, which is pretty great. So, things are going well, but I just haven't been able to like really sit and relax with the game lately. We're closing out this ridiculous school year. And so I've been doing a ton of like schoolwork and union stuff. So hopefully over time in the next couple of weeks, once school starts to wind down, I can be a little more leisurely about it.
Thanks, Mom Brain. Nikki Hill, what have you been playing?
Give me 1 second.
This was on purpose, right?
The sleuth.
Did he tell you he was going to do that?
No.
Your sound clip was excellent. Nice
That was
job.
perfect timing. Yeah.
Thank you.
Is that what I sound like?
That was on purpose. I wasn't actually going to the bathroom. Although I could. I'm on mute.
Is that what I sound like?
Who's over there? Is that what I sound like?
Who's over there?
Is that what I sound like?
Anyway, what are you playing?
So I've been playing Ministry of Broadcast.
Mm.
And I finished it.
I am impressed.
Thank you.
Oh, you
Whoopi.
finished it. You
Whoopi.
finished it.
Yeah. Woobs.
Wuzzle
Buddy.
Wuzzle.
I never remember his name. So I finished that. I enjoyed it. It's pretty dark. It's pretty brutal.
It's a cinematic platformer.
But the content is pretty dark. And just really brutal, man. When you fall off of like a ledge, I mean, it's almost comical. It kind of reminded me of like that bicycle game where like,
my
all
leg.
those sounds and stuff. But,
Oh, God.
Yeah, so
Happy Wheels. He's talking about Happy Wheels.
but I did enjoy it. So there was that. Then there's I played Minecraft Dungeons.
Yeah,
with
man. I was
you
thinking
and
about
two
that.
Michaels.
We got our ass kicked last time we played.
Yeah.
We got to get back in. I'm excited.
Oh, we didn't finish it though, right? We ended up dying twice.
Yeah, we died twice. I'm excited though. I like when the game gives me like a challenge, and I'm excited to tackle
you all
that.
decided together to end, and
Oh,
Rami
boy.
didn't go on by himself.
I'm excited to tackle that with you guys. But yeah, that guy really kicked our ass.
Yeah. He did.
I mean, we're late game, I would imagine. I think we only got one more stage after where we're at, but it's some like Dark Lord magician or something who's like who's like raising the dead and shooting us with laser beams and everything. And man,
and
we
attacking us with a skeleton.
Yeah, he's like dead, and he's got like an
skeleton thing.
Yeah, he's got like an army of dead dead skeletons surrounding his body, and you like wake him up, and the skeletons come to life, and then it's just it's a shovel show in there, man. It's nuts.
Yeah.
But now we upgraded our weapons. We got we both have shields now that we can turn on and off. So
no.
I think we'll be in better shape next time we go in.
Yeah.
But that game's good. That game, I really like that.
No, it is really well done.
Great,
Enjoy it.
Great level design, and I really like the themes that they use too.
Can you say it's great level design if they're random?
Well, yeah, because it's
Who do you give the credit to?
it's in chunks. Like they have pieces that are fit together, but like the themes of the level are great too. Like I just like the temple theme that we have right now. There was that one. What was it, like the village that had been burned down? I really like that place too.
Yeah, the pumpkins.
It's good.
Wait,
It's
so
good.
we're almost done?
As far as I know, we're close to being done. Yeah.
Like that's the entire game. We only I feel like it's only like 5 temples or 5 dungeons.
I think there's like
what happened?
12 levels altogether.
No, we played 12 levels.
And then what you're supposed to do is go back in and like take them on harder difficulty and get better items. And then in July, which isn't far off, there's a whole new expansion pack.
We'll
And
just
I
have to
might
wait
still not be
and
working
see.
by then.
There you go.
Okay. So I played that. I lost my phone. I played Clubhouse games, and I also started a little game called BioShock.
Hold on 1 minute. The 8-bit Lego says there's 5 secret levels in total. We only found 1.
Looks like you'll
We
have
got
some work to do.
Well, I love Do Michaels. Let me say that first. But Do, he's been okay with it, but I know he's not really one for exploration. I think when we were playing once, he's like, "Yeah, can't we like just can we move along now?" Or something. He said something like that. But we can.
I mean, I explore on my own, and that just ruins the whole party.
Yeah, that does happen a lot. Nikki Hill will just disappear and then come running back with enemies following behind him, and then we'll die, and he'll be like, "Oh, I got to stick with you guys," and then it happens again.
Not every time. I did better. Give me some slack, Jack.
You, and Do are a great team. We just need to tackle this asshole that we're dealing with.
No.
USA.
So then I started playing BioShock, which I know you questioned my whatever, but I looked up how long like the average playtime was, and it's about 12 hours. And I've been playing for over 6 hours now, and I've only completed like one section.
Why don't you just play the game?
What's
Don't
wrong
worry
with
what
you?
other people are doing.
I'm curious to know how much like time. So here's the other thing. I was talking to Lube this week. He called me, and he's such a sweet man.
He called me too.
What's that?
He called me too.
He didn't call me.
Yeah, he's want to check in.
He said terrible things about you.
I think he said it's one phone call per household.
That's the rule. It's all his wife lets him do.
But he was talking to me, and I said, I'm afraid. So because he said he was playing The Legend of Zelda. I don't know if you heard that one, Breath of the Wild.
In passing, I've heard of it in passing.
But he's like, yeah, I was playing that, and I was like, yeah, I've been home for several months now, and I'm always concerned about starting a game that's really big because I don't want to not finish it. Like I did that with Okami a long time ago, and then I had to play through the entire game. I enjoyed it, but it's a long game to get through. So like, I'm always concerned about getting into a game that like if I set down, I won't be able to just jump back in and finish it. And so that's part of the reason why I don't want to start playing a game that like is logged at like 90 hours, So
90 hours, Ned.
So I don't play these games because I'm afraid of not finishing them because I don't have the amount of time that I need to put towards it. And then today I looked at, or 2 days ago, I looked at how much time I put into
Solitaire.
Clubhouse games
Yeah.
in just like 2 weeks, and it's been over 40 hours. So what the heck am I worried about?
Well, as long as you get into a game that you're like, oh, this game will take 15 minutes, then you're like, that's okay. But like starting off on a big adventure, you just can't handle it. It's funny you say that.
Yeah, it's like all these little mini games or like these little, solitaire and all this stuff. Where I play. Sometimes I only play for 5 minutes at a time because it craps out and like I can't continue any farther. So like, just to think, 5 minutes at a time, and sometimes it's 20 minutes, but that's added up. Oh my goodness! And I've only played it with you for like maybe 2 sessions that equaled maybe 2.5 to 3 hours.
It's funny that you are saying this about Solitaire because when I went to go do the video review, I wanted to make sure I got footage of bowling and of Solitaire, so I recorded that on my own, and I was playing Solitaire. And like I just couldn't stop playing it, and I played it for like a half hour, and I was like, I gotta stop. I gotta finish this review.
Yeah.
What kind of solitaire is it though? Klondike Solitaire?
There's Klondike Solitaire, which is kind of like your standard solitaire, and then Spider Solitaire, which on this one I think they call it Lonely Arachnid or something.
I am gonna say that Klondike Solitaire is not traditional solitaire because when I went to play, I didn't know what I was doing. I feel like
I'm pretty sure Klondike is like the standard
Well, what the hell version of Solitaire have I been playing? Something was different about it, or maybe it's just been so long since I played Solitaire. Maybe I was just.
Yeah, what have you been playing? You know what I kind of wish was on there. Like, so Spider Solitaire has kind of taken the place of Free Cell for me.
Colma says Klondike Solitaire is traditional AF Solitaire.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how to play Spider Solitaire. I can tell you that much. But I guess
I didn't know either until I played this.
I guess
this is exactly what happened to me with Brain Age and Sudoku. I
guess it's just been so long that I played Solitaire that there was some rule I had in my mind that wasn't correct, or maybe I was playing a different version of Solitaire. Like when I was playing Solitaire, this was back on Microsoft 3.1 or Windows 3.1 or something like that. Maybe there was another version in there I was playing. I honestly don't know.
Well, so regular Solitaire, you alternate red and black colors. It doesn't necessarily matter suits. It's just the red and black. And Spider Solitaire, it needs to be king through ace, all of one suit.
Yeah, I read the directions, and I was like, not right now.
But
oh, I'm sorry. Are we keeping you up?
But
Grandpa's bedtime, 4:40.
But
I'm Grandpa.
When I went back from Spider Solitaire to Klondike Solitaire, I had no idea how to play regular Solitaire because I was playing Klondike Solitaire so much. But it's exactly what happened with Sudoku. Like, I didn't know how to play it, and I was like, yeah, I'll try this. And then I can't just put it down now.
Yeah, it's good. Sorry.
So, oh, and then the other thing with did I say with BioShock? So I originally started playing BioShock a long time ago. I was playing your copy of it on the Xbox 360. And remember how I said, like, I got stuck in an area? I was, like, fighting a Big Daddy.
Yes.
And they kicked my butt real bad. But I've realized now that, like, if I just die, like, rather than using all of my health to try to survive, if it just kills me, I'll come back.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't want to cheat. I feel like that's kind of cheating, but it's better than, like, using all my resources every single time and then having to go buy more. But
here's a little secret for you. I played BioShock Infinite all the way to the end without using vigors because I honestly forgot that they were there.
I don't even know what some of this stuff is. Was the vigor?
It's like, whatever the special things you could do are. Like, I don't know, electricity and fire and all that stuff.
Wait a minute. The whatchamacallits? Like your left hand? You didn't use any of that?
I did not.
You didn't? You have to. You have to use electricity to, like, unlock some doors and stuff.
I said Infinite. BioShock Infinite.
Oh, so I'm not
sure. All I can tell you is whatever I did, I didn't use it unless there was a circumstance where I had to use it, and I didn't get any other versions. Like, so maybe I just had electricity or something. I honestly don't remember, but it was literally the last boss fight, and I'm like, this guy is kicking my ass. What is going on here? And then I had, like, an epiphany. I was like, oh my God, I played the whole game without one of the main mechanics.
Wow, that's something you would give me garbage for.
I would, and I deserve all the garbage for it, too.
I think that's partially what happened to me the last time I played it. I wasn't paying attention to all my weapons and all of my plasmids and stuff like that. And but so what's terrible is I played that for a long time.
Sorry.
Bless you. I thought it was a long time.
You.
Can you mute if you're going to do that?
Yes, thanks. I will.
He's going to do it again.
I'll mute it.
Plug your ears. Self-mute.
I stopped it. Wow.
Don't hold in a sneeze. That's gonna come out your butt later. It'll come out your belly button.
Anyway, remember I thought I played for a long time and I was stuck at like this one area. I think that's like the second area. There's so much to that game, and I like just scratched the surface. It's crazy, but I really do enjoy it.
You and Do Michaels, he's playing it too.
Yeah, no, I'm glad I picked it up. It's going to take me some time, obviously, to get through it. I don't know if I'll be able to get into BioShock 2, but really awesome design, and I like Du Michaels had said, like the Art Deco style and everything. I really love that style.
Yeah, I prefer this. I mean, I do like that style a lot, but I prefer the style in Infinite more.
BioShock Intimate.
Come here, Big Daddy.
Door and turn the lights down low.
Is that all you played, Nikki Hill?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I played Friday the 13th with you guys this week.
Did we play? I didn't play. No, you did, right? One little night you got in there.
Maybe.
One little night.
And I think right before the podcast last week, I played Lydia and completed that. I don't know if I said it.
I believe you did. Yeah.
That's a pretty heavy game too. So that's it.
You've been a busy boy.
What's that?
I said you've been a busy boy.
Yeah. What
For
about you,
$1. Oh, thank you, Nikki Hill. Let me go back in my list here and see what I've played.
Gotta talk about what we watched this week too, because it was great.
We can save that for the. Oh no, the person who asked the question is going to do a follow-up question, so I want to save it for that.
Okay.
So I played Minecraft Dungeons, but we talked about that enough. Don't need to talk about it more. I've also been playing The Outer Worlds, which I did a video on. I have never played The Outer Worlds. My first time going through it. As you know from all the videos out there and all the discussion, it is not the prettiest port, certainly. There are other ports that did a much better job when it comes to visuals. I don't know what the issue is here. I will tell you that it doesn't bother me at all. I don't, but I can definitely say that the graphics are not so hot. But the gameplay, the core gameplay that is there is a lot of fun. It's just like I said in my video, it's like, a Fallout game, like one of the more modern Fallout games, except you're in outer space and shooting weird creatures and, I don't know, bad people. It's fun, though. I do like it. I like the ability to choose between melee weapons and regular weapons on the fly. I like how you can upgrade and enhance like anything you want to make the way you want to play easier. So if you're a more stealthy character, you can take that route. Or if you're more like melee, get in there and punch people, you can do things to make that route easier for you or enhance your features. The writing is fantastic. It's got a really interesting story and the characters are very funny. There's a lot of really funny, well-written dialogue. And the team that wrote the game just won an award for their writing in the game. I forget what the award was. It's not a game-related award. It's just a writing award in general that has a game category. And they won, and I can see why. The characters are very interesting. They feel like real people. They're well-written. Like I said, it's funny. Humor is really tough, man. Humor is really tough to nail in any medium, especially a game, though, I feel like. So, yeah, I'm really enjoying my time with it. It's just, it's not the prettiest version. It doesn't run the best, but it's not so bad that I can't enjoy it. So like the core stuff that makes the game fun is definitely there, just not the prettiest version or the best functioning version, I guess you could say. But I need to put in a lot more time with that. Maybe it'll get way worse as time goes on. I played that Do Not Feed the Monkeys game so I could see the boobs to make sure they were there. Or the demo. I just played the demo. And then Nikki Hill, as I said, I've been playing Skeletak on Switch. And so Skeletak is, I guess there's a little bit of Metroidvania to it. Not really. There's maybe like 15%. It's more about just like going into these locations, and it's like a platformer. It's a brutal platformer. So you're running around and you're jumping, dodging hazards and fighting off enemies, and the game is throwing everything it can at you to take you out. And you gain different abilities as you go on. Like you have a little bat familiar that you can hang on to, and he'll help you fly across gaps, or you can use magic to get your health back, and you collect little gems to spend to buy upgrades. And but yeah, it's just like a brutal platformer, which I certainly love. But Skeletak is like, I don't know how to say this. It's like everything in the game is average. The writing is average. The gameplay is average. The music is average. The sound effects are average. The level designs are average. The graphics themselves are average. There's like nothing that stands out. And there's just something about a game where everything is average that, this is not a lie, makes me like feel sick. Like I feel sick. Like I get like a headache or something. I feel like it's a constant drone that just like wears on me. Like there's little things that I just like. The sound effects are so poorly chosen. If you have something in a game where you're picking it up all the time, like an item or whatever it is, you want it to have a sound effect that's good, that feels good, that like, yeah, to make you like feel good when you pick it up. Like, let's say those little bits in Lego games. If you pick up those little bits, you hear like, oh my God, it's great. That feels great. Or getting a coin in Mario. That's always a great sound. Here you pick up these little crystals or whatever they are, and it's like, it's just like a little tiny noise. And I'm like, it's just not satisfying. And the enemy noises are not, the game is not satisfying, but it's not a bad game. It's just, like, it's not broken.
It's a fart.
It's just
a fart.
Too middle of the road. It's too middle of the road. It disappoints me because
spoken.
I don't want to say it's not fair to say if they put more care into it, because maybe they put a ton of care into it. They just missed the mark. There's nothing about it where I'm going to sing the praises of it. Everything is just
It sure is boring.
yeah, everything is just fine. But fine isn't going to be something you recommend people. Like, this is just, you know what? This is terrible. The best way I can explain it is it reminds me of like a licensed game from the Super Nintendo or Genesis days. Now, some of those were really bad, but other ones were like, oh, all right. You know, but at least they had the character going for them. Like, there were plenty of bad Ren and Stimpy games and a couple mediocre ones at best, but they had Ren and Stimpy in them. So you were attached to the character. Here, I don't give a crap about whatever his name is. Skelbro.
No
I
one
don't know.
cares about me.
It's just disappointing. I wanted it like it's gotta hit me. It's not like it's just like like a fart. I don't know. Maybe things will change as I get further into the game. I'm not giving up on it. Like I said, it's not broken. It's just not engaging, unfortunately. So that's
Hi, how are you?
my Scale Attack opinions. Oh, Kirby. Now, see, Kirby, if the game had that kind of skeleton in it, that would be a 10 out of 10, without a doubt. All right. Let's do questions. Oh, no, did I close it? Send your questions to GoNintendoQuestions@gmail.com.
Where?
GoNintendoQuestions@gmail.com.
Great job.
This comes from Super Gamer GF87. They say, hello, I'm a new listener. Well, hello, Super Gamer GF87. I'm going to believe that GF stands for girlfriend. I don't know, or guy friend, or good fart.
Good fella.
I hope they're still listening.
They say, I was wondering if you have a sound effect of Dante being from Mom Brain. You can tell us all.
Dante's Inferno.
Of course, yes. Or Devil May Cry. Do you have a sound effect of Dante saying, I should have been the one to fill your dark soul with light? I know the line you are talking about. We do not have that. But we can add that. That would be a great one. I will make sure we add that. Thank you for your question. I was going to say it wasn't a question, but it 100% was. And thank you for being a new listener. We appreciate it. We also have our Patreon question. If you want to join the Patreon, which is just $1.
For $1.
Mom Brain, did you reorganize the soundboard?
Nope, she won't do it. She
Is
just
that what I
complains.
sound
It doesn't
like?
sound like she needs it. She's killing it today.
She is doing a great job.
Thanks.
She always
Killing
does
it
a
in a
great
good
job.
way.
Thanks, guys.
Yes, if you want to join the Patreon, it's just $1. And we have
For
our
$1.
Patreon questions. Today's Patreon question comes from Gecko Kitsune. Oh, also, I want to say, I don't remember if I said this. Thank you first.
You did not say that.
Thank you for the Patreon supporters. There's been a new wave of Patreon support coming in, so thanks to all the newcomers. I really appreciate that, and thanks to all you who have been there since day one. Thanks to anyone that's supporting the Patreon, basically. Also, I don't remember if I said it, but thanks to Nintendo Jam. He was the one that covered the site today when I was out at the protest. So thank you to him, because I wouldn't have been able to do that without his support.
You, Link, are the hero.
All right, Gecko Kitsune's question. A Nintendo character is tasked to create... Oh, no, this is terrible. Oh, this is unbelievable timing. I need to screenshot this. I just got a Twitter notification. I got a Twitter notification that my tweet about Skeletak, which was 2D platformer dungeon crawler Skeletak heads to Switch. I just got a like on that tweet from Konami. I just got done bad mouthing the game. Oh, that's
We didn't really bad mouth
They didn't
it.
make it. They just put out the money to distribute it.
Hey, I was being honest. I'm always honest in my opinions of games. There you go. That's just really funny timing. All right, Gecko Kitsune. A Nintendo character is tasked to create a music album. Which do you think would be the best for the job? And what kind of music do you think they would make? Well, the best would obviously be KK Slider. And he's got, I mean, it wouldn't be any kind of music. It would be all kinds of music. He can do it all.
That's
he can
true.
have an album with everything.
Toe Jam and Earl would make some funky music.
Nintendo character. I mean,
I feel like
you get this.
Kong.
You get the Squid Sisters in there. Well, Diddy Kong has that. Diddy Kong,
Beatbox.
he has a boombox, and he also I was going to say he performed my favorite Nintendo song ever, as you were just singing, Nikki Hill. It's a great song, man. And not to outshine Dixie Kong, who has her electric guitar song too. I believe it goes something like
Dixie Kong.
Oh no. Zora Link says robot face. Yes, that would also work. He's got that little bling bling. I don't know what you want to call it. Who else? I said Squid Sisters. You know, Splatoon is very heavily into music, so a whole bunch of characters in there would work. I have to throw Kirby in there again with that beautiful screech that he does.
We should add that to the soundboard.
The screech. So those are my. But really, if you want,
Well, I mean, we know Yoshi.
Whoa.
Why would he be musical?
He's singing.
Was that Yoshi?
That's when Yoshi does his little extra jump, right?
Yes. I'm trying to find.
And then, so he stresses like that, and then he pushes out eggs. Like,
I'm trying to find the Kirby screaming sound effect, but just a quick search. I found sound effect compilations. If somebody finds it and throws it in the Discord, I will play it. But yeah, I think all of our picks are great. I think but KK Slider is the top. So you can't beat him. He's got too much of a range. He knows too many different genres. Like, he'd put out the ultimate album. There's no question about it. I guess that's it. Mon Brain.
Yeah.
Can you give us some music
Some
trivia, please,
sweet
where we will get
tunes
10 out of 10.
as usual.
Oh, what was that? Hot mic.
Just tune it
Send your music to gnpodcastmusic@gmail.com.
Where?
gnpodcastmusic@gmail.com.
I got music. You want to hear it? You want to hear it? Oh.
First song comes from Autumnal Blake.
Oh my God, that was it, Nikki Hill. That was it. Where'd you find it?
it's a 10-second clip from Kirby Superstar, so I don't know if that's exactly the one.
Give me that again. Hit me with it.
Hit me with it. Let me put up the volume a little bit.
No, it was loud.
Was that too loud?
It is very loud, but it is beautiful. I think we can all agree it's beautiful.
It's not even that loud for me.
All right, this song comes from Autumnal Blake.
Is that what I sound like?
Can I have a system, please?
Switch.
Clubhouse games. I don't know.
Nope. Super Shauno 64
I
has
swear to
it.
God, if you tell me people that got it. First party?
Is it like a golf game?
It is not a golf game. I think it might be first party.
When Mom Brain doesn't know, that's the real interesting ones.
It's not first party. Thanks, Autumnal Blake.
Okay, I don't know.
Give up?
Yeah, I do.
Picross.
I played Picross, but I don't remember the music.
That was Picross from Autumnal Blake, and you didn't get it. Let's see if you get this one from Blood Ocean 07.
I can't even place the system. N64? Super Nintendo?
Nope.
Okay, I don't know.
DS. Toad 64 got it.
Crystal Chronicles?
No, I'm sorry, 3DS.
River Dance or River Lord? What is that called?
No.
River Lord.
Lord of the Dance?
Lord of the Rivers. How about, okay, I got one. Crap. It's an RPG.
No.
Pokemon.
No.
Damn it. Golden Sun.
No.
Fire Emblem.
No.
I don't know. Go ahead.
Animal Crossing New Leaf.
What is that song?
Probably when you're on the boat.
I didn't
Isn't that
go
the one
anywhere.
where don't you go out on a boat on that one? Oh no, KK Lucky, sorry.
Oh, well. Well, even the queen of Animal Crossing didn't know that one.
I think it's KK Lucky.
You're the queen.
That was from Blood Ocean 07. It was from Animal Crossing New Leaf. This very next song comes from Guy Bombs.
Why didn't I ask you if that was first party? We got to get our crap together here.
Mine Without a Cause got it.
Okay. Maybe we should just give you guys songs.
Is this that game where you're waiting
Hold on,
for the
hold on,
dentist
hold
to
on.
call you back?
Smash Brothers.
Yes, Brawl. That was from Guy Bonds, and it was Brawl.
Thank God. I needed one.
This one comes from a double dipper today, Geku Kitsune.
Just all over this podcast. Okay. Got to be Game Boy? Game Boy Color?
Mm-hmm, Game Boy Color.
Okay. This is good quality. Is it first party?
It is.
Yeah, it's good quality. You can tell. All right, let's just get Pokemon out of the way.
It's
I don't
not.
recognize it. A Wario game?
Nope.
A Mario game?
No.
Oh wait, is this okay? Game Boy Color. Is it a Zelda?
It is.
Yeah. Link's Awakening DX?
No.
Oracle of Ages or Seasons?
Seasons. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it.
That was from Geku Kitsune, and it is Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons on the Game Boy Color.
And that had that first party flavor to it.
The next song comes from Nico Darunia.
Why do I know this? What system is this?
3DS.
Why do I know this? Is this first party?
Yeah.
Pokemon something?
Nope.
Animal Crossing something?
No.
Is it a Mario?
No.
Why do I know this? Has anybody gotten it?
I don't know. I don't think I've seen it.
All right, well, let's do it. Okay, it's not Metroid. It's not Animal Crossing. It's not Zelda. It's not Mario. It's not Pokemon. So like,
Sorry, it's just 3DS. You said?
is it Nintendogs?
It's 3DS. It is not Nintendo.
Is it a training game like one of those weird games, Brain Age or something?
It's not.
Oh, we're getting somewhere. Oh, is it like a built-in app on the 3DS?
Yep.
Yeah. Me Plaza. I don't know.
No.
Play Activity.
Activity Log.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby!
Nice job. It was Activity Log from Nico Darunia. This next one comes from Naka, also known as Northern Sequence.
I mean, love it. Had the chance to meet the creator. It's a Cave Story. Plus?
Right.
Yeah,
That's
Cave Story
right.
Plus.
I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, that was Cave Story Plus from Naka, aka Northern
Cave
Sequence.
Story was the first indie game that I ever played before we were calling them indies.
Wow.
Yep. I was like, wow, I'm downloading a game on my computer that's not made by a real game developer. I was like, this is amazing. I was like, oh my God, it's actually really good. I love Cave Story.
Yeah, I remember you really being into
Great
that.
game. Yeah, I was getting people to play it. It's a good one.
All right, this one comes from Regnilla.
What system?
Wii U and Switch.
Tokyo Mirage Sessions.
Yes.
Sharp FE.
Yeah. Hashtag FE.
It's a name that just rolls off the tongue. Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE.
Yes, absolutely. Sounds like something your dad would say when we were trying to teach him what AF meant. These potatoes are AF.
Yep. Let me read you. I'll read this on the podcast. Do I still have it? Yes.
Did you tell your dad about the spinoff?
I
Did you
did.
watch
Yes,
it?
I did. He was asleep at the time. My dad sent me a sentence that says, "Impressive." He told me about some guy that he likes the guy's art, and I said, "Oh, if you like this guy, you'll probably like this other guy." And I sent him a link to the guy, and he goes, "Impressive, very talented people. Jerry's art Aramar. Jerry's art Aramar says art is essential. I got a sticker." I don't know what. I don't know.
He's right.
Yep.
There's your little
What's wrong
mini
with
Parents Play reminder.
It's beautiful.
There's a reminder that Parents Play is not a we're not
setup.
putting anything on that. It's my
That's
dad.
it. That is it.
Impressive, very talented people. Jerry's art Aramar says art is essential. I got a sticker.
After noobs, I love you back. All right. So this comes from With Love from Tony De La Mancha.
Great name. I love that name.
It's coming.
It's familiar. Yeah, it's familiar.
Yeah, Video Game Guru 64 has it.
What system?
3DS. It's a really nice one.
It's not first party, correct?
It is first party.
It is. Oh, is this a Kirby?
It's not.
Utopia.
New.
Okay. That part right there is really getting me. That feels like a Nintendo character.
It is a Nintendo first party.
Is it Smash Brothers?
No.
All right. So it's not Zelda. It's not
Nope.
Mario.
Nope.
It's not Kirby.
Nope.
Surprises me. It's not Chibi Robo.
It's not.
God, why is that getting me so much? It's not Pikmin.
What's this?
Nope.
3DS. Is it a Pokemon game? We do
Sure
this all
is.
the time. All right. Jesus Christ. Pokemon every time. I don't know. What's on 3DS? I don't even know.
Kaibons. He does this every time. LOL. He'll get it.
I don't remember what 3DS Pokemon. I don't. What Pokemon games were on 3DS?
Sword and Shield.
That's Switch.
No.
Gold and Silver.
Mystery
Platinum
Dungeon.
and
Nope.
Silver and Gold.
Nope.
Diamond and
Gristle
Pearl.
Fat.
Nope.
What'd you say, Nikki Hill?
Gristle and Fat.
Even the Gristle.
Pokemon Gristle and Fat. Is it a mainline Pokemon game? It's a Pokemon Blank and Blank.
Yeah.
God damn it. Gold and Silver.
No.
It's not Black and White. I know
It's
that.
certainly not.
Sun and Moon.
Nope.
That's correct. That Sun and Moon is what it was. Yeah. Why couldn't I think of that?
What?
Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
No.
So, there's like another Sun and Moon one too. Super Sun and Mega Moon.
Well, it's not that. I'd have given it to you by now.
It's not real. Okay.
Mhm.
No, that's not it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Rescue.
Nope.
I don't know. Go ahead. Do we get half a point?
That's up to Autumnal Blake. X and Y.
God damn it! God damn it! How did we not get that?
Thank you, Tony De La Mancha, for that one.
Pokemon is
Here comes one from Wired.
my weak spot, man. Pokemon X and Y.
No. Blake says no half point. You should have gotten that.
Wow. This is a.
I got nothing. What system?
We? Pretty sure you played it.
Mushroom
No
Man.
More Heroes 2.
It is No More Heroes 2. Great job, Nikki Hill.
Nikki Hill, thank God.
No More Heroes 2 from Wired.
Do we know the name of that song?
Probably, and I just don't have it in there.
Fair enough.
And the last song comes from Xeno Emblem.
I feel like I know this right away. Okay, it's Japanese.
Is that Ghost Trick?
It's not.
It's got to be Japanese.
Sure.
What's that game with the 3 suited guys?
Elite Beat Agents?
That's not it.
What's this somebody looking at?
Switch.
It says Switch only?
I think so. Ooh. We are Nubongo.
It's an RPG.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right, well, I'll guess it anyway. It's not Xenoblade, is it?
it sure is.
Yeah, that's why I asked if it was only on Switch, and you said yes.
I said I wasn't sure.
Maybe that's from the future connected epilogue. I don't know, but I was going to say Xenoblade right away.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Oh, that's that. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Does that
All right. Yes, that is only Switch.
There's a Xenoblade Chronicles
7
2.
out of 10 with an abysmal Pokemon tune in there.
All right. Yes, there is a Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It came out a while ago. And now we have Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, which is the first game.
That's what you just played.
Yes, and then there was Xenoblade Chronicles, I don't know, whatever the one on the Wii U was called, X, Xenoblade Chronicles X, I believe. Well, we did it, guys.
In case you missed it.
We got a new bongo! Who got it?
Well, I heard.
A couple people got Ubongos.
Congratulations on your bongo. What was the last one that sealed the deal for him?
I mean, the one that I can see right now is from Autumnal Blake, and it was Nikki guesses a song was probably what got it. And then sexualizing Shantae, I think, was in there. There were definitely burps too, Autumnal Blake, that you could have crossed
I just
off.
want to point out that I was not the one that sexualized Shantae. Mom Brain was. I want to point that out. All right, guys, we did it. Man,
Finally came around, huh, Mom Brain?
I got a headache. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to smash that like button. Goodbye, everybody.
And hey, listen, not to take away from what's going on in the world right now with Black Lives Matter, but I also want to acknowledge that it is Pride Month this month. And I think if not for our LGBTQ plus community, that there are a lot of issues that Black Lives Matter is addressing that would not have been brought to light. So I think that it's important for us to acknowledge Pride Month and, take care of all of our people.
I also want to acknowledge that the pandemic is still going on, so be safe out there. And just be careful all around. How about that? Just be careful all around.
Not only is the pandemic still going on, but I think after Memorial Day, at least in America, numbers have been going up. Quite dramatically.
Yep. I've been reading about them. Not good. Well, there you go. There's a bummer for you to end the show. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everyone. Did you get it? Are you smashing that stop button? Come on, Rummy. You got this, buddy. Come on now.
Why won't it quit?
Come on.
Oh, wow, you're still rolling? Oh, boy.
I can't believe this.
Time for a new mouse. Man, this show's going to go until you get a new mouse in the mail.
I did it.
We could do a pickup. I could have it here in like 4 hours.
I'm just going to delete all that other stuff.
That's not fun.
Group photo.
That's not real. Oh, get me in there.
Okay. All right.
I guess I'll let you guys go.
What? We're still live.
Well, I got to run back to the restaurant that I went to before.
Why?
Because they were making cookies for me and I couldn't get.
Is this a true story?
Yes, there's a bakery that's tied to the restaurant, and they made 24 cookies for me. I wanted to give it to some neighbors.
Well, you can't do this on the after show and not tell people what the cookies are.
I don't know what they are. I just ordered. They do a baker's choice, 12 cookies.
Whoa! I want cookies. Bring them up here.
Well,
I eat them on the deck.
They're pretty good cookies.
All right, don't rub it in.
Do you want me to make cookies?
Well, you know
No, I don't want you to make cookies. I already gave you one job today.
I picked up
what was that?
Chocolate brownies, and that's delicious. I have 2 left of those if you want me to drop one off.
No,
I
it's
want to
okay.
watch you fight over it.
What's my job today?
Your job is to figure out how we get
Fountain Coke
at home. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Take a break, rest, relax. You deserve it. Hang out with friends and family virtually if you're still doing that, or carefully if you're not. And that's it. Oh, I got to get up to do this to make sure it works. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody. Wave to the people. Blow them kisses. Goodbye, everybody.